for the second week of April 2021. First thing we sold this week was this plastic sneaker bank. I got this in a bag lot at the niche, and it was 36 cents I paid for this thing. And I listed it August 2nd, 2019. It was up for a while there, and which isn't surprising for what it is, but it sold April 8th for $10.62 plus shipping. Okay. 4 paperback books. These cost me 40 cents at the thrift store. I listed them March 28th. They sold April 4th, or no, April 8th, sorry. April 8th for $20 plus shipping. Okay. Pokemon. This is a little, I don't know hardly anything about Pokemon, so that it's a Burger King thing. It's a thing that came with Burger King. It cost me $0.25 at the thrift store. I listed it January 23rd, and it sold April 8th for $8.99 plus shipping. Oh, a couple of old Fire King Anchor Hawking mugs. These are stackables. And let's see. $1.58 I paid for the pair. Listed April 24th. Last year, 2020. They sold April 9th. They sold April 9th for $15. $15 plus shipping. It's a weed eater blade. I just sold a couple of these tonight. I'm almost out. I think I have one left now. I paid $1 for it. Listed this. This listing was originally started September 10th, 2017. I had quite a few of them, and they've sold a little bit at a time until I'm almost out of them now. 4 years later, April 4th, 2000, or April 9th. I keep seeing that 4 in my thing for April. It's April 9th. This one sold for $8.50, so I must have taken a best offer or something on it, plus shipping. It's a paperback book, Deep Space Nine from Star Trek. This was 36 cents. I listed it April 6th. It sold April 9th for $5 plus shipping. And this was a little toothpick holder. I guess that's what they were. It's blue glass. 99 cents I gave for this at the Goodwill, and I listed it December 19th last year, 2020. It sold April 10th for $15.88 plus shipping. Where I came up with these things with 88 cents on the end, I'll never know, but hey, it sold. Mennonite Community Cookbook. This is a ring-bound cookbook. It's a nice one. I'm not really sure where I got it, but it says here that I paid nothing for it. So probably, free box somewhere or someplace. Listed March 29th. It sold April 10th for $20 plus shipping. Little plushie. Lightning McQueen. Little plush toy. Let's see. This was 4 cents. I paid 4 cents for this. At one of my thrift stores, they sell plush for, I think it's a little grocery bag for like either $0.25 or 50 cents for stuff the bag full or whatever. So I ended up paying 4 cents for this guy. And I listed him January 13th. He sold April 10th for $6.99 plus shipping. You're gonna sell something for $6.99, you gotta get it for 4 cents, that's for sure. Oh, okay, this is a pair of slot car tracks, 6-inch straight tracks, and I paid 33 cents for these. They came out of a lot that I bought, so oh god, I got yawns really bad. I'm sorry, I don't know where they came from, but well, it could be that it's like, what time is it? It's like 10 after 1 in the morning. That could be why I'm yawning really bad. That might have something to do with it. Yeah, anyway, so I paid 33 cents for these things, and I listed them March 31st last year, 2020, and they sold April 10th for $10.99 plus shipping. So I've been selling parts out of that box for a year now. So it's working out. This was kind of a surprise. It's the bionic woman's arm, just her arm. It was in a bunch of. I got it at the thrift store. I got it at the Niche actually. I bought like a whole bunch of like I think it was, I don't know, it was a $5 bag sale that day or what it was, but I paid 18 cents for this just for the arm. You know, I had both little things in it, the little things in the arm there. Jamie got hurt, and yeah, so 18 cents I paid. I listed it March 30th, and I think, yeah, I sold it at, I ran an auction on it, but I did start it out at $14.99. I did get 2 bids, but by the same person, and that's what it sold for then, was $14.99 on April 10th. So, plus shipping, of course. Next. And that was a kind of an interesting thing to sell it, you know, just the arm. Alright, this was something I picked up at, I believe, at the Goodwill. Let's see what I paid for it. I paid $5.99 for this at Goodwill. I only looked at it because I'd sold something in the past kind of similar. So they're just some kind of tie-down cleats for in the back of a truck bed. I don't know anything about them, but they're brand new. So, you know, I got them and listed them March 25th. They sold April 10th for $20 plus shipping. Next. Typically, I don't pay $5.99 for something, but it almost was like something that was kind of a guaranteed sale. These are just the, I guess, tile holders out of a Rummy Cup game. I got a couple of them, and it was a $5 bag sale at the Niche, and I bought them. I bought a bunch of games, and there was a bunch of Rummy Cup parts. I think I've sold pretty much all the parts out of all of the Rummy Cups that I had listed. So that was cool. This one I listed April 3rd. It sold April 10th for $9.29 plus shipping just for these tiles, these tile holders. So that was good. And this was not good. This was actually, what was the deal here? This, I paid 5 cents for this because it's just the parts, each part, and I originally listed this May 18th, 2016. So it's been up for 5 years, this listing has, and I've sold a few pieces off here and there, not very many. Well, like it says, 5 pieces that I've sold off, and this particular one got shipped, and the fella decided not to change his shipping address, and so it went somewhere else, and he didn't get it. So he left me a negative feedback, of course, but then, you know, I just contacted eBay for business, and yeah, he left me a negative feedback because he didn't change his shipping address. So he wasn't getting his thing, but that's not on me, that's on him, bud. Sorry, you know, you make a mistake, it's your fault. So, you know, it's not like I made it. It was $1.98 he paid for it plus shipping. So, this piece sold April 10th, but I don't have any qualms about people that aren't especially when they want to blame other people for their mistakes. There's words I got for them. So they made a mistake. They need to eat it, and I don't have any compulsion to. Especially when they don't even. They just, yeah. There was no desire on his part to do anything, because of course it was $2 and. Anyway, so yeah, so he blamed me, and eBay decided that eBay for Business they removed it within like 5 minutes of when they responded to my message. So that was good. All right, next, The Undertaker. This is a videotape, VHS tape, WWF Wrestling. 49 cents I gave for this. I listed it March 25th. It sold April 11th for $3. $3 plus shipping. I usually pick up the wrestling things just because I just do. I don't know why. I never even watch. I don't think I ever watched. I used to watch wrestling a little bit, not a lot, back in like the 80s, I think. And yeah, I don't think I ever saw The Undertaker. If I do, I don't remember it. But anyway, for some reason I pick up wrestling videotapes. Some of them are really good. Some I've done really well with some of them, but $3 not so much. But hey, it works for me. All right, there we go. We got, these are, you've seen stuff like this before for me. I bought that big box of this Melmac stuff. I paid $1.92 for this setting. That's just how it broke down in the lots for what I paid in the lots that I had. So I made way more than I paid for the entire box lot, so it was good. So $1.92, listed May 27th last year. It sold April 4th this year for $4.99 plus shipping. Okay, and this was I created this listing forever and ever and ever ago. I mean, you'll never see me doing that kind of a picture in my listings anymore. That was a one-time deal where I was trying something and I never did it again. This part, the part that sold here was the catapult. I don't really see. Yeah, I don't see the picture where the catapult is at in there. But anyway, it sold. See, I paid nothing for it. I don't remember. It's been so long, and I had to. And it's been so long since I listed it, honestly, that I don't think I was really keeping track of these things very well. So March 20th, 2016 says when I listed it, and let's see, it sold April 11th for what was it? $9.95 for the catapult, just the one piece. I sold 11 pieces out of this. There can't be very much left. In fact, I know there's not very much left. So I whatever it was I paid for it, I made money on it. So that's where you make your money. It's when you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. It may not make sense to you, but you never know how long you're going to hold something, and if you pay too much for it, you're going to end up eating it. So, no, I don't mean to preach, sorry. Cannon jar lid. $1.10 I paid for this. Listed it March 15th. Sold April 11th for $7.99 plus shipping. Okay, a couple more Star Trek paperback books. 36 cents I paid for the pair. Listed them April 5th. They sold April 11th for $11.99 plus shipping. No, yeah, $11.55. Sorry, $11.55 plus shipping. Potato head lips and teeth. How about that? Big lot of these things. And I paid $0.25. Listed March 2nd. They sold April 12th for $10.99 plus shipping. Another cannon jar lid. 20 cents I paid for this one. 20 cents. Listed February 17th. Sold March 12th for $8. $8 plus shipping. And don't break the ice. Don't break the ice. This was kind of a fun. This has been around a long time. It was kind of fun to play this game. I don't remember. I don't think I played it. Maybe, I think when I was little, somebody might have had something like this. I think my cousin did. I don't remember. It's been a long time ago. Boy, it's been a long time ago. Anyway, 18 cents I paid for this game. I got that in that bag lot at the niche. And let's see, I listed it March 30th. It sold April 12th for $9. $9 plus shipping. This is a spice storage rack. I actually bought this for myself, but it didn't fit. It didn't fit in my cupboard, so I couldn't. I mean, it did, but it didn't work right with my cupboard. So I just went ahead and listed it. I paid $3 for it, and listed it April 12th, and it sold April 12th. Sold the same day I listed it for $10.99. So plus shipping. And that was really about what they were selling. They were selling for. So even newer ones weren't selling for a whole lot more than that. So, yeah, it was a good deal. Team Steel Racing. It's a hat I picked up and don't know what I paid. $0 I have for it. I'm pretty sure I got this at the niche in bag lot a long time ago, like years ago. Anyway, I listed it January 30th. I'm not positive on that, just so you know. I listed January 30th. It sold April 12th for $15 plus shipping. $15 plus shipping. Pretty cool. Okay. And there's some of that Rummy Cub. These are the tiles. Let's see. And I paid 50 cents. Listed them April 4th. Sold April 14th for $12.99 plus shipping. Next. You know, I might have got these at the Goodwill. They were 99 cents a box. I actually might have bought them there. Not in a bag lot. I'm not sure. Not sure what I did there, but next. It's been too long now. These little haul custard cups, little custard cup bowls. I paid $3 for the lot of 5. Listed them December 23rd last year. Sold April 14th for $16.99 plus shipping. And that was pretty cool. I get a kick out of when I sell the whole china, because it used to be a big seller for me. And now when I sell it, it's like I don't know, it's like a nostalgic kind of thing. Welch's Jelly Glass. Who was on here? Which one was it? It was that's all, folks. It must have been like a collection of them, but I got that picture instead. So let's see, 79 cents I gave for this. Listed December 6th, 2016. Yep, 2016. So 4.5 years later, on April 14th, it sold for $9.98 with free shipping. There's a free shipping. That's the first one we've had in here so far. You don't see too many of those. And this is the lid off of a blender. I think I sold all the parts out of this blender. This came from a property clean out, so I paid nothing for the blender, and I really didn't know what to do with it. It didn't really sell very well as a whole unit, because shipping was so expensive. So I broke it down and sold it. Listed each piece individually, and I'm not sure, but I think I may have sold them all. But I think the weird thing is, I think the first piece that sold was the heavy part, was the motor. The motor base was the first thing that sold. Go figure. Yeah, but anyway, March 25th is when I listed it. It sold April 14th for $8.99. That might not have been the first. This might have been the first piece that sold. I'm not sure. Been a while. And little kid craft, these little bendable guys. I didn't know that these were kind of collectible, but yeah, they are. So 18 cents I gave for this guy. Listed him March 30th. He sold April 14th for $8.99 plus shipping. $8.99 plus shipping. And that was it. That was everything I sold for the week. Altogether, I paid $23.88 for everything that I sold, and my sales for the week were $317.54. So they, came down a little bit from the week before. Yeah, they weren't really doing as good as they were in April. But things picked up a little bit after that. So I'm still good with it. $317. I have other income streams right now. So I got the shop and the other eBay store at the shop, and some other things. So it's not a big deal if eBay's off for a little while, because I have money coming from other avenues, which is good. But still, $317 a week for me is actually really, I mean, if that's all I made every week, I could still pay my bills, because my bills are cheap. But yeah, it's just how I live. But more money would be nicer. So we'll see what happens next time. All right, that's it for the week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, please consider hitting the subscribe button, and for sure hit the like button. So have a great day. Take care, and bye-bye.